A very, very superb, stylish skater. Poor boy, just over 6 foot. First jump. Unfortunately, it was a triple axel. He was going to go into a combination jump there, but he couldn't make the second part. The landing was not good. However, he made that triple toe loop very easy. Now you've got to show his character now and get back in there, because to make a mistake on your first item is pretty tough. It's a very good spin. Slight amount of movement to the right, but only slight. Triple toe, that was a good combination. And there's a triple flip. Well, he certainly looks as though he's put it together. On that occasion. Well, that wasn't the best of Alexei Urmanov. Had his moments. It's a pity he started with that fall, but He picked it up and went back in there, but some of his moves not quite as good as we have seen in the past. So Alexei Mishin, who was standing by the boards, didn't look very happy either.
Russia's Olympic champion, a somewhat wounded Swan this evening, performing to Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake. You might wonder just a touch about the need of the costume being quite so Swan-like. The start really unhinged him. He was looking for a combination, and he didn't find it because he fell off the edge of his triple axel and couldn't go on to the toe loop. Subsequently he did. This is the triple axel, but then 2 turns for a double toe loop. Very expressive in his spinning. In Dortmund in the European Championships, he got a 6 for presentation mark, but it's surely unlikely this evening. Competition at the moment is led by Eric Mio, the Frenchman, who really skated very well. But Mio started in 8th position, whereas Urmanov started in 4th. So Urmanov sure to take the lead, and he's been given some 5.7s down to 5.5 from the Danish judge. Sometimes reputations can come into things, and people may feel that the Danish judge is somewhat nearer the mark. Presentation marks: Danish judge 5.6, the Italian judge 5.9. There's a bit of a contrast there and disagreement between the judges, but he is, as I said, the new leader above Eric Mio.
The next competitor, representing the United States of America, Todd Eldredge.
Very warm reception for Todd Eldredge. The Stars and Stripes flags around the building being waved. Eldredge, remember, was first in the short program, so he goes in to this section of the competition in the lead. Great height on his jumps, and note that he's jumping off his right foot as opposed to his left foot. Good triple loop. Got a very elegant way of moving around the ice. And interpreting the music as well. flip, triple toe. Two good triple jumps, one after the other. Sequences in slow mood are well presented, now speeding up. Oh! Well, that takes it right back. Triple axel, a fall. Stojko there. And a triple axel. Oh, that's a good spin. That really is a good spin. I know exactly how he feels. However, Mr. Gallagher clapping because he did so well. What a shame he had that one fall on the triple axel, because everything else was good. The presentation was good, the various speeds around the rink, excellent. But will that make the difference?
Standing ovation from the Americans in the audience, and the Nicole Bobek, the leading American in the ladies competition, which starts tomorrow, overcome with emotion. But the interesting thing from Todd Eldredge was that he put in the axle that he fell on. This was the opening. Triple, triple, triple axel, triple toe loop. But having fallen on this axle, he put another one in. Well, that turned things to his advantage. Elegant program to the soundtrack from film Gettysburg. Touch more nervous waiting for the marks than he did when he was out on the ice, when he was keeping himself very composed. Very nearly gave up his skating career. His last appearance at a World Championship was in 1992, and he was 7th, having been 10th in the Olympics of that year, missed out on the next one.
Marks for Todd Eldredge
here with a chance of being world champion. What did the judges say? The judges say they liked it very much. Only one doesn't give a 5/8. Technical merit marks, certainly putting that axle back in. Significant. And what about presentation? Well, there is room, but not a lot. 4 5/9s. And after that combination and the extra axle, I wonder whether the defending champion will be thinking about the quad.
The next competitor, representing France, Philippe Candeloro.
In the centre of the crowd there, Eric Cantona, an artist on the football field, watching a mixture of artistry and sporting skill on ice.
And somehow he goes grey every time he goes in for his long programme. Philippe Candeloro, lying in 5th position after the short programme, 2nd in the world last year and 3rd in the Olympic Games. One of the characters of the ice surface, as you can well see. It was very high. And there are triple looks. So now he's made his start. It's always interesting watching his program because you never know what he's going to do next, like that, for instance, to the judges. And getting the crowd to clap with him. Triple loop. Flying jump, all right, wasn't it? That was at the camera that time. Circular step sequence he's been through. And he just managed to hold on to that triple flip, but only just managed it. Doesn't lose anything on it, but take a breath. Stojko there. Two triple toe loops. Interpreting the music, isn't he? And I gather we shall see him do his unusual spin to finish. At the end. That was a triple axel, or would have been if it had come off. There it is. How many seconds before the end? Not many. Philippe Candeloro, but really, that was a great pity right at the end there. He's a character, the crowd love him. They're standing up and they're throwing the stuff from all around. He certainly got great character. And Philippe Candeloro applauding with the rest of the crowd in a standing position. Philippe Candeloro, of course, is not the same as Philippe Candeloro. It's Eric Candeloro.
Well, this one is the Godfather, or Le Parrain, as he would know it. And he gave a very entertaining performance, but a couple of failures in terms of getting the difficulty sufficiently difficult to get him onto the rostrum. May count against him. But the crowd loved him, had been very entertained by him, and he can now go away and wash his hair and regain his youth. Opening combination. Very high triple axel, but I'm sure here he wanted to go for a triple toe, but having to bite to hold on to the axle, he only managed the double toe. And it was the triple axel again, very high, but produced the fall. His own signing off note, but for which he will get no marks, and indeed the judges, if they want to be harsh, may deduct. But he does his own thing. Now Eric Cantona would understand that. Two characters from different sports. How will the judges treat the ice skater? In case you hadn't gathered, the moustache and beard are also false. He was in 5th position, ahead of Stephen Cousins, which many felt was generous to him and hard on the British champion. Judges having a long debate for deciding his marks. Technical merit marks. 5.9 from the French judge, but only 5.5 from Japan and Denmark and Finland. Difference of opinion there. 5.8 from Germany, backing up France. Well, they do, don't they? 5.9 again from France, and what a difference of position. The French judge had him first in the long program, and the Norwegian judge 5th. His current position is 2nd behind Todd Eldredge. The French judge.
The next competitor, representing the United States of America, Davies.
The flags are out again, and this young gentleman, Scott Davies, has been skating brilliantly in practice. He was 7th in the world last year at 8th in the Olympic Games, but he was lying 3rd after the short program here, so he's now looking towards the medals. The landing of the triple axel. Not a good start, because he had to leave out his double toe, which he was going to do in a combination. And that was a double Lutz. Beautiful loop there. That's a good spin.
Advance in the interpretation of the music by nearly all the skaters. Triple axel, double toe. Flip. That's a circular step sequence. Stojko double toe, but he didn't get any height on them. Expecting him to do a triple lutz there. It's a good flying spin. And the double axel. A very fast spin to finish, which I'm afraid, for me anyway, a very disappointing program from Scott Davies. He's been skating brilliantly during the week at the practice and everything, but I think that fall on the very first jump set him back, and it didn't come really together again afterwards. He has been brilliant, and he will be in the future, I'm quite sure.
Yes, I think the Godfather may well have wiped him out from the bronze medal. Scott Davies, stronger in spinning than in jumping, doubled too many jumps under pressure, and started with this failure on the triple axel. It's meant to be an opening combination. And then later in the program, what was supposed to be just a triple axel, he turned into the combination. There have been a number of improvisations by the skaters in this battle for medals. It's a double loop. But in this sort of competition, there have to be enough triples, and he really didn't have enough. His compatriot leads, Frenchman in second place, the Olympic champion down to third. Two more to skate, the next the defending champion, after him the British champion. packed house here in the arena of the NEC. 5.7's the high point, but only from 2 judges. The technical merit marks down, and I suspect, as far as the rostrum is concerned, out. Presentation, variation from the judges. The Norwegian judge liked him 3rd best. Current position 6th. The Italian had him down in 8th for that long program. He is out of medal contention.
The next competitor, representing Canada, Elvis Stojko.
The defending world champion, getting a tremendous round of applause from the Canadians, and there are lots and lots of Canadians here. Silver medalist in the Olympic Games, world champion. After the short program, he was lying in 2nd place, but the gap is there, and I think if he does his utmost, he could overtake and get back into the gold position. Flip to start, and he, like all the other skaters, has taken the music into consideration right from the word go. Triple axel, triple toe. He's setting the standard. Perfect. He took an extra 3 turn after he landed. The big question has been, will he put a quadruple jump into his program? Well, it might be coming up. That's it, but unfortunately the landing wasn't right. That was the quad all right, but didn't come off. Everything now, because with those questions marks, it's bringing him closer to Todd Eldredge all the time. A very good triple axel. The spin is good too, moving away out of it.
looks, triple toe. That was a very good finish. Now, what do we got? Well, a great finish by Elvis Stojko. But, of course, there's 2 question marks in the program. Without any question marks, I felt sure he was going to get through there. Now we have to wait and see what the judges think. But overall, he is a super performer and very, very popular with his Canadian fans.
What a competitor. Having gambled and failed. Wow. Yes, that's about right. He added a triple-triple combination at the end, put in the triple toe loop to back up the triplets. So he's had 2 combinations of 2 triple jumps. The one at the start was the triple axel and triple toe loop, which followed an opening triple jump, which was the flip. This was the first combination, height of the triple axel. And I note the speed of turns here on the triple toe. He attempted the quad. Almost. Yes, the edge he couldn't hold and the hand came down. And now he has to wait. And here come the marks. He's got a 6 from the French. This is for technical merit. That is brilliant. Eldredge had 4 5.9s. He's got 5 and a 6. He's going to retain his title shortly. What about presentation? There are other 5.9s, and he has retained his championship. 3rd consecutive for Canada, their 6th in 7 years. Wonderful performance by a man who couldn't compete in his national championship because of an injured right ankle. And here he is back on top of the pole again, and to be followed now on the ice by his compatriot with whom he trains.
Representing Great Britain, Robert Stephen Cousins.
Mighty roar. Here's his mum and dad leaning forward, watching as they always do when Stephen skates. He was 6 after the short program. He wants to improve on that, and he has the ability. To start. Oh, triple axel and the fall. Moving around the ice very fast indeed. Triple Stojko.
loop there. Clapping with him. Double axel there. Double axel starting, triple toe finishing. So, one unfortunate move that Mum and Dad are thinking about early on in the program, but everyone enjoys his style. He has a superb style of presentation and movements around the ice. And look at the stuff that's coming on all over the ice. Robert Teddy, his coach, who coaches him with Doug Lee, who was almost in the picture there. And of course, he's a teammate of Elvis Stojko.
Sign for the two British competitors. And Stephen Cousins, the British champion, has lived well at the top level. He will be very disappointed about the fall on the triple axel. But even so, it's been an extremely good year for him. He's made a great advance. And he's been given a standing ovation after that performance to a melody of Beatles music. Doug Lee with him. This is the combination triple flip, triple toe loop, toe rake of the left going in, slightly wobbly but held it, but he couldn't hold the triple axel. Lost the edge, the weight was going back too much. He was right on the heel and down he came. But he's gained much from the support and coaching of the two men, Doug Lee and Robert Tebby. It's now a question of will he retain the position in which he started, which got him into the final group, which was so important to him. His disappointment at his marks after the short program, in part because he thought that Zagrodniuk would make the top six and therefore that would take him out, but he has competed in the top six, and these are his marks. 2 5.6s, the crowd wanted more. 5.2 from Denmark. 5 4s.
Marks for Stephen Cousins for presentation.
Presentation, he gets a 5.7 from the United States judge, quite a variation of position. He finishes up in 8th position, but that is a very good performance by Stephen Cousins. It is a considerable advance, and there's a considerable amount of hope for his skating future.
That concludes the judging of the men's event. In just a few moments, we'll be having the presentation of medals to our champions.
He looks
so hang on to your seat.
A little disappointed. Final position, his colleague in Barrie, Ontario, Elvis Stojko, retains his title, holding off the challenge of the American Todd Eldredge and Philippe Candeloro, silver medalists a year ago. Got in to the bronze medal position ahead of the Olympic champion Alexei Urmanov. Not at his best here. Fine skating by Eric Mio, who moved up from 8th to 5th. From the Ukraine, Vyacheslav Zagorodnyuk took 6th place.